Gamarjoba!
Hi.
Hello everyone! Today we are going to explore Rabati fortress located in Georgia, a city called Akhaltsikhe. Let's check it out. So here is a huge queue to buy the tickets that cost 5 lari per person. The first area that you see is free to enter. However, to go further into more places, you definitely need to buy some tickets. A lot of grape growing. You will see also a lot of walls. They don't look very old because it has been renovated lately. So it's not like that ancient anymore. The fortress has a lot of history. It has been occupied by different people various times. It has been occupied by Ottoman Empire, then it was returned by after Russian-Ottoman War, then it was again occupied by Ottoman Empire, then it was again taken away, then lastly in 1921 it was returned to Soviet Union already, and then after Soviet Union, of course, it was already territory of Georgia. So nowadays it's now a part of Georgia. Looks very beautiful. I also heard that they spent really a lot of money to renovate this place. That's why it doesn't look like it's from 9th century right now, because it has been renovated. But I think it still has its beauty remained anyway. Something growing. I'm not sure what it is, whether you can eat that. Let's see what is next. It's also very beautiful because it's autumn now and the colors are like amazing. They fit this fortress so much. Like, look at this yellow and the gray walls. Looks amazing. We got here on car that took around 3 hours. However, as I know, there are also, I'm sure, some marshutka, some public transport that you can use to come here. The road is also pretty easy, so it doesn't feel very stressful like it is, for example, when you go to Kazbegi, because the road there is like more stiff, more old, so it's not so comfortable. But here it's absolutely fine. Look at this. Looks really awesome. I know it doesn't look that old, doesn't give you that feeling of oldness, but I think it still looks really beautiful. You can also get on the top and enjoy the views of the city. Next, we are on the other side. Let's see how it looks like from here. There was supposed to be a fountain. Seems like on this side there is not as much water. We can get inside the tower. Let's see what's going on. Oh, you can go upstairs. Little dark. There is a tiny room. You can even see the city from here. And then you can go further. One more room. The views are getting better and better. And the last one. And we are at the very top of this tower. And we can see the other side of the city. Looks very beautiful. One more angle from the tower. Looks absolutely different than from the bottom. Time to go down. Going down part is always much easier than going up, especially when you are not sure whether it's safe or not, but it's pretty fine. Let's keep going. Also, it's a bit hot outside, and inside the tower it was so cool and refreshing. I think towers are a great place also to take some break and relax in more cool temperature. Look at these balconies, as if they are made from like wood, and they have this very beautiful details carved out, and then the stone building, and like looks really awesome. In the first area you will also find restaurants inside before you get to the actual castle, so this is like only the first part of the castle, and only inside will you go like to the most important part of the castle. Here are more wooden balconies. Looks very epic. Going to enter the most important part of this fortress that is more old compared to the part that we have seen before. The remains you will see when you go inside, and it's so cool right here, like as if you entered a small refrigerator. A tiny tunnel, more stairs, definitely a good place for a workout. So we are on the top side. Whoa, look at this. Very beautiful. Look at the colors, like this autumn colors definitely make this place amazing 2 times. A tiny puddle, and look at this red plants on the wall. Looks really so authentic and beautiful. Next there is a tiny garden with some bushes, and it smells very refreshing. One more puddle, and a lot of very interesting walls with various details. I'm not sure if you can see anything, but right here you will see there is carved out some small beautiful ornaments. Some places are also very narrow. When we entered this place, there were many people, and we had to wait because we couldn't squeeze in anywhere, and it makes the process a bit slower because of that. Again, small puddle, and when you go inside of the walls it becomes so much cooler, and a little water coming down from here, from the wall. In the fortress you can also find a synagogue, a church, also some restaurants, souvenir shops, so a lot of very interesting things. One more angle from the fortress. We came somewhere from here, right this way, and from here it looks absolutely different. More stairs. Let's see what's inside. It's such a comfortable temperature here. We have been here, and next look at this. So here is the synagogue, and then on the other side of it here is the church. And right here is a very beautiful fountain. Let's see it. Here is this beautiful fountain. Looks very nice. And look at this wooden details. Looks very, very beautiful. So beautiful. This is the view from one more angle. We have been here before, here previously. This is the tiny garden I showed you before, and this is the church. And here is a tiny bridge. From here you will see a synagogue. And right at the end on this side is church. Good way to use for orientation, to understand where you are and not to get lost. Right at the synagogue you will see this beautiful place. Looks very nice. And look at the details on top of it, carved out on the tree. More water. And also not so many people. I almost fell down because it's slippery here, so got to be careful. And these are marble columns, and they are so freaking cold. Even when you go on the sunny side, like they are so cold. Feels it's as if it's ice. Next, after the synagogue, there is this castle at the very, very top. This is, it says that you can listen to something. Here is a QR code. However, at the QR code there is a name of some hotel, so I'm not sure what this QR code belongs to, but you can check anyway if you want. At the bottom we will see probably another view, but here it's not that epic anymore like before. Let's go up here now and see what is interesting there. While walking to this place, we got little souvenir from Akhaltsikhe. This costed us 5 lari. We usually have a tradition to buy some souvenirs from the locations where we were, and mostly the souvenirs are something like this. But sometimes happens that we forget to buy it. However, let's say if we are in Georgia and we forgot to buy something from one city, sometimes it's possible to find it in Tbilisi, for example, in the capital, but not always. We don't have all the souvenirs from all the places because sometimes we forget and sometimes it's not available in Tbilisi. If you go a bit further, look a bit on the other side, you will see this beautiful view in the mountains. And right here, if you see, there is a cross on the mountain. Once in a while, when you try to take a picture on all these walls, sometimes you get stuck in a spider web. It's all over the place. More stairs. I warn you, if you decide to come here, you need some physical preparation in advance. Because lately I have been sitting a lot. And now the stairs are killing me. We are on top of the citadel. As I understand, this is the highest point in this fortress. I don't see any higher ones. Probably, like, I'm not sure if we can go up there, but probably that will be the highest we can go up to. And Akhaltsikhe. Awesome. What I meant about spider web is that, for example, you see these walls, and let's say when you try to look this way and you come here inside, you might get stuck in spider web and it's everywhere. It doesn't scare me that much, but it's kind of creepy feeling for me. I don't like it. Okay, now I'm even higher. What is here? This is another tower. Let's hope we can get there. So basically from this citadel you can see the town from all the angles, 360 degrees. And it's also awesome that all the views are actually available. You can just look down from the walls and it's not totally covered. So that's great. So if you like a lot of history and a lot more detailed explanation of places, on the internet usually it's not so easy to find everything. So that's why probably it's much better to take a guided tour who will explain you every single detail about every location. We are inside this tower. Seems like you can go up, and it's so cool here again. It's really pleasant because when you walk outside it's very hot on the sun, and then you enter the tower and as if you entered a little fridge, and it's really comfortable then. We are here. So now this is definitely the highest viewpoint. Haven't seen any higher. So we came somewhere from here all the way up here to see this beautiful view. Up there we cannot go anymore, but we can enjoy all the angles. We are super lucky because when we came here there was no one and it was very quiet, but now came the huge group, so we made it on time, because sometimes it's also difficult to film anything because it's loud and you want to speak, we want to show you something, but it's not always possible because of that. Of course, I understand we are not the only people here, but it's always nice if you have a chance to be alone, you know. We are again at the bottom of the citadel. We were right here and we came down to another puddle. We are located right behind the synagogue, which is basically the end of this fortress. There is nothing else after it. Behind the synagogue, actually it turned out that there's also something to see. This is prisons, as I understand. So from here it doesn't make much sense whether it's really prison or not, but that is what I was told. Let's check other rooms. Some of them are closed, so we cannot enter. Let's see what is there. Okay, some construction. Let's check other rooms. What is here? Also empty. And oh, something here. I'm not even sure whether it means something. So it said that this place is called Madrasa. I haven't seen anything about this place. Here it's empty, but so wherever there is something inside the room, everything is closed. And I'm not sure if it's part of the exhibition or it's just needed for something, because I don't see any information, unfortunately. Oh, there is another floor. Let's go, let's go. You see, there's like some random stuff here, so I think it has nothing to do with the prison itself, as if it's just some other items not connected with it. A bit more stairs, almost done, and more rooms. One of the rooms says in English, conversations. I'm not sure what it's meant for. Oh, and look at this. Details on the wall I noticed just now. Another room. This is to make carpets. Oh, what is there? So I'm not even sure whether this place is really a prison. I think it's not, because the rooms don't look like it was a prison. It's like too fancy for it. The last part will be, we will check synagogue now, and I think we will be done. We are here. I thought it would be much larger because from the outside it looks very large. So I think like this is in the very old condition because everything is renovated and doesn't look that antique. And here now it looks much older. Very old walls, and seems like people don't really come to pray here, as if it's like, you know, abandoned. Don't see much, to be honest. So I'm not sure what this is, but it says do not enter. And then there is this stone with some very ancient writings. One more, and that's it. Nothing else. We found one more place. It says recreation room in English, but if you read in Georgian, it says secret room, not recreation room. Now it sounds even more interesting. There is a wooden walls with very interesting details. A wooden chest, but it's closed. This looks like as if it's a chair. So this is a wooden recreation room or secret room. In Georgian it says secret room, so I would believe Georgian is a more correct version, not the English one. Oh, and look at the ceiling. Imagine how scary it is to use any fire inside such room, like so risky. Don't use any fire. Okay, so the stairs never end. I'm tired. We came from this side. Here is synagogue. These are these marble columns, and right here was this citadel, and on the other side
I think it's ancient graves.
Yeah,
grave plates.
there are some graves, I believe, and as if you cannot really go there. Maybe you can. We will check it. After walking for a while in the fortress, you will see the city from different angles, and you have like a lot of various options. And then later on, it doesn't excite you that much as it did the first time. However, if you walk around the walls, you can also see the fortress, from the inside, from different angles, and that's when it gets interesting, because from the top we see the places we already went by, and from the bottom it looked very different. And now when we are on the top, from the top we see a bit different beauty. So definitely, if you end up here, make sure not only walk at the bottom of the fortress, but also make sure to go up around the walls, because you will see absolutely different picture. An interesting way to have fun. So right here, it's like a labyrinth. You can place a ball here, and then you need to like shake it like this and make the ball reach the center. I would definitely play this game, but I don't see any ball here actually. There is this hole in the middle, and from this side you can place the ball, and then you can just make it push until the ball reaches the very center. Okay, I was trying to end the video, I think around 20 minutes ago, but seems like there is more, and also stairs. Okay, one more view. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alrighty. We are here. I'm telling you, there are like so many ways. Look at this. So this is what I meant. When you're walking like at the bottom, you don't notice this thing. But if you go up, of course, it's absolutely different, right? So that's why it's really worth it to go up. And if it's difficult for you, maybe you should work out a little bit. Something I should have done myself. Last part that we need to see is the church. Let's see what is inside. So that's what it is. And that's all. Nothing else. Super tiny church. So there was not much to see in the church either. So at least in this church you can pray if you need to. But in synagogue we didn't even find, like this place where you can pray. This is the outer space of the church. You can go up again on the wall, and then here is already the exit. We are done for today. Let us know if you liked Rabati Castle, whether you would like to come here, and of course make sure to subscribe down below to keep updated with our next videos. Bye bye.
Bye bye guys.